All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What? 180! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Value 3, value 3.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And some space here. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 18 data. Tight end Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo. Tight end. 4 down.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's the 2nd-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Switch gears, switch gears.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check.
Play action. It's Goff. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Touchdown.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
3rd and long, it's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we...
And that's caught inside the 35. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing?
And he'll be brought down by the the Colts. Ben Banagoo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run with Samuels. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Here's Gall, and he finds McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On 1st down, Connor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, 180! Hey, here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Switch!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
120! 53! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll try the air now with Gall. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Check 31, check 31.
We're good.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Yeah.
They'll run here with Connor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Gall. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Dawson's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's
and Mack has the ball stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
all I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run with Hines. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brissett on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Samuels. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
65. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Shell.
Goff now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now then the penalties got them set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Out of the gun, Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Fresno.
To throw is Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing, Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Brissett sets to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brissett. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brissett now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brissett now. Forced out to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? To throw, Brissett. Flushed out right. And the Colts are in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score, Colts 31, Steelers 16.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Goff on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Big stop, let's go.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Goff now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to counter. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Value 3.
1 yard gain.
Off play action. Here's Goff. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Danico Autry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. it's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Set. Set the engine. Here we go again. Check safety. Check safety. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now it's Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Check 4.
On third down, a run by Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of 1.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching